Yo, what's up, y'all? We're back with another video. DL Tomlin as usual. About to get into his prime. Vegito is finally born. Let's go.
After this is already up live and available to watch now by over 4,500 incredible. This guy is so damn annoying. Stop laughing, you bald freak.
Oh, Veggie-chan, show me that anger. It's so cool.
So our story continues back with Ultra Vegito, and looking more frustrated than ever. His red seraphim practically beaming in tune with his red-hot blood. Still inside Genesis, after using his blood techniques to enter, as Genesis himself would also appear, standing across with a menacing level of confidence in his smile. How did this numbskull even manage to recreate himself in here? Even Boo couldn't do it. As continuing to grit his teeth, Vegito's body would also bunker down into an offensive stance, clearly ready to have a real shot at the mysterious Black Warrior. Continuing, the only saving grace here is finding that non-existent brain of his would have taken hours. At least, if I beat him here, those damn chains of Zeus won't be getting in my way.
Are you sure about
No
that?
way you're trying to challenge me as well. Both Veggie-chans in one day. I'm a lucky boy.
But Genesis, just raising
Okay.
his fist, would suddenly
Talk to
start
me,
generating
Vegito.
that legendary yellow lightning in his palm, adding,
I am truly amazed at how both of you veggies want to fight me. That you in particular would even try. I assumed you knew, but maybe you didn't watch my last battle. I wield the power of Zeus Prime, Veggie-chan. I wouldn't try this if I were you.
No! But now beginning to surround himself with his own black lightning, a pressure would arise around the God Killer as he would explain, no, I saw everything, Baldy. While I was hid on your body, I saw more than you could even believe. And it's that old man's power you possess, which is exactly why
You will become mine.
As with that line said, instantly the God Killer would begin roaring in the dense, echoey air of Genesis's internals.
Nigga with all the
Surrounding
Infinity
him, as
Stones,
Vegito
fam.
would finally leave his base form for something far better. As yelling to the top of his voice, his two bangs would float upwards, his pupils running away, as every inch of the God Killer's body would also bulk up and vascularize, ascending in real time, the first showing since his ungodly years of training. Even without many of his strongest warriors within him, and seemingly just a clone, this power-up would be, by all accounts, be tremendous.
Nah, fam. That's just a clone, fool. I don't see how y'all can. Like, what's the power scaling? This power scaling is getting ridiculous, bro. If that's a clone, I don't understand the shit no more, bro. But that nigga Vegito do be Twitch acting, so maybe.
As soon enough, we would see what form he would opt for, as when a black ink would begin running down his face, along with two horns coming out. It would be the form that was last ironically used to defeat one of Zeus's warriors.
Is that his final form? Or do you got something else? That form is crazy.
Before also. Next, his white hair and grey fur growing out. Then, his tail. And then finally, that signature third eye opening last, as Ultra Vegito almost completely changes in appearance. Yes, you may now have one Elder God's power, but don't forget, I have some too. As when that third eye would show the infinity symbol, the God Killer would remind us of his many Elder God eyes, staring forward no longer with that grimace from before, but with a renewed confidence in how this skirmish would go. As instantly shooting off, using Genesis's literal flesh as a jump-off point, the God Killer would be on the move in a sprint towards the pitch-black foe ahead.
Your powers. Whoa! Fast, Veggie-chan.
As like a pure blur created by his insane momentum, Vegito would appear right in front of Genesis with his fist already primed to smack right into him.
And I'm wondering if, fuck. Genesis is as strong as he is in here out there.
Not that Genesis would seem scared of this, more impressed with the movement instead.
Yeah! Ooh, ouchie!
But impressed or not, it wouldn't stop Vegito, who with all his might would then land his fist directly on Genesis, his head immediately whiplashed backwards.
That was hard. Maybe you have gotten stronger.
As when the pitch-black fighter would try to look back, his cheek visibly crushed inwards. It wouldn't be long before his true response would come.
Bye-bye! Mother!
As despite moving backwards, Genesis' entire body would begin taking on a strange change. No longer just darkness, but now the opposite, lighting up completely into yellow lightning as he would wave farewell.
Whoa.
As next in a literal bolt of pure speed, his body, half by half, would shoot off from one direction to further back behind, leaving Vegito stunned, just mumbling,
That shit kind of
For
look
the
like a
second
dragon.
time, just what is this guy?
as now the bolt
Did you know there's a new AI tool that allows you to create AI-generated YouTube thumbnails by just pasting a
of yellow lightning would indeed congregate away and...
The abilities of Prime Zeus continue to surprise me every day. I cannot be beaten by you, Veggie-chan. Please, don't make me hurt you.
As now, with his hand on his hip, smiling away,
Fucking Zeus Genesis, bro.
covered in lightning, like he were the elder god himself, Genesis would then duck his head in
Ugh.
and continue...
But don't get it twisted. Feel free to hurt me.
Oh, that's
I
not him.
love when you touch me.
Shut it, you freak!
What made Zeus make you? Freaky old man.
But such
Hey, man, chill out, fool. You said, what made him make you, nigga? You said you a mistake.
comments and conversation would only begin to trigger the god
Yeah,
killer's
nigga,
frustration
bro.
even more, especially knowing he was under a time limit. He could be summoned to fight in the tournament at any point. And to
And
this
there's
end,
just a clone?
Vegito's feet would begin movement once more. Moving at extreme
but I mean-
speed again, darting left.
Yeah, fair. It would matter because... But if this a clone, I feel like whatever them niggas have, it's like, it don't even matter. I could be reading this completely wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. Somebody.
To right before appearing yet again at Genesis's eyeline. Fist ready once more.
Same again? Come on, do better than that, God Killer.
But this time Genesis would be able to dodge, jumping straight back, distancing himself, annoyingly, yet again.
What are you even doing? If you're going to fight, then do it properly. Whoa, I'll use your own body against you.
As with this dark comment made, veins would appear within Vegito's eye as he would start to summon something from the surrounding area.
Wow, this is pretty comfortable.
As meanwhile though, Genesis would land, admiring his own internals. Looking up more cocky than usual to then let out,
If you want me to really bless you with Zeus's lightning, you could just ask. But I'm curious. What do you mean? Use my own body against... What?
but his voice would go octaves higher and his expression in complete shock when whatever he'd noticed now would leave him more vulnerable than ever.
So this is what you meant?
As from the blood covering Genesis's own internal organs, the God Killer would bloodbend out several crimson spears,
That nigga
of
blood
blood,
bending?
all descending straight down onto Genesis simultaneously.
Whoa! I have this much blood in me? Cool!
But despite the surprise move, with the yellow lightning being
My nigga, how the fuck you made of flesh and blood, bro? Like, I know all things are made of flesh and blood, but nigga, how the fuck are you? Like, I don't. When I see Genesis, when I see motherfuckers like Genesis, I'm just thinking of like a galaxy or something. Like Majin Buu, bro. Like, nigga, Majin Buu ain't had no blood. Like, you know what I'm saying?
used,
Or did
Genesis
he?
would simply be too fast
I don't
even in
know,
this
man.
situation, avoiding all damage again, literally bolting up. And, infuriatingly, there would be a pleased look on his face as he would then say,
Very creative indeed. How many other fun techniques do you have, Veggie-chan? Show me! Wait, maybe not right now.
But his wishes would almost immediately be granted, when quite unbelievably, from the depths of the giant blood splatter that was on the floor now, a huge beastly green hand would come out of nowhere and arise, and right under Genesis.
Oh my god! That's tight!
As instantly now gripping onto his full body completely, a massive furry green energy apparition of an arm would emerge, and violently at that. And with it, a giant green Uzaru to boot, one that would be instantly recognizable and memorable from a certain past fighter from the tournament.
You got me, Veggie-chan! You win!
As a comedically dead-looking Genesis left now would be gripped up to his throat. With the God Killer now revealing his Elder God eyes, Arc Saiyan eyes to be exact, taken straight from God Killer Broly, would now up the gears even more, grinning as he would continue, I win? I'm not done with you just yet. Try and run from this, Genesis! As pulling Genesis closer to its mouth,
I just don't want
to eat him.
I don't understand the power scaler, bro. Unless Vegito had to be Twitch acting or something, bro. Had to be, bro. Cause this don't make no sense, bro. Unless Genesis is actually way weaker. I don't know.
But to bring the fighter's face inches within a now giant ball of energy generating right there in the apparition's gaping mouth. Down, boy! A crying nervously Genesis, just preparing himself for the impending pain. But all the tears in the world wouldn't stop.
You only need a small dab to reduce the appearance of puffiness and dark circles.
That's exactly what I needed.
The humongous blast that would fire off now and shred right through Genesis's existence. The victorious giant green ape, then seen screaming, as only a plume of smoke would remain of his victim. Vegito down below, just holding out his hand saying, Good boy, Broly. Now don't forget to leave no leftovers. But the primal yell would become interrupted, turning more into an injured animal, as a line of yellow lightning would suddenly then run straight up the center of the Uzaru. What? Leaving Vegito stunned, as now the Uzaru would lose balance, stepping back and begin screaming in pain. The lightning only growing in voracity until...
Glorious, Veggie-chan! You are full of entertainment! Show me more!
As unbelievably, the yellow lightning would be revealed to be Genesis himself, spearing his fist upwards, completely decimating and disintegrating the Elder God level apparition in an instant.
Hey, man. I'm glad my boy Genesis having fun, man. Cause, bro, just to think, bro, was gonna be in this motherfucker for some more years. Oh, man. Free my nigga, bro.
His face a picture of joy, like never having experienced something so satisfying before.
Now, you told me to fight. Well, here you go then. Just remember, you don't have a Piccolo here to revive you.
And after reminding the God Killer that indeed he was alone, and this was no strategy VP, like what Omni Vegito had, Genesis would explode forward, his thunderous fist in tow now. That same lightning destroyed Omni Vegito countless times. I'm going to need some backup here. 3 bulky lunkheads. And Vegito, having already watched the previous fight clearly, would already have an idea of what to do. Simply whispering under his breath, Arise! Masut!
This nigga Arch.
As just like that, the God Killer would make use of his famous Army of the Dead. The 3 fighters of Poseidon he secretly absorbed, as now Akuma, Kratos, and Asura, would all appear as mindless zombies, ready to do Vegito's bidding. With the God Killer even giving instructions, you 3 form a shield, cover his view of me, and take on his attack. I'll power a Kamehameha, jump up, and blast him as he focuses on you instead. Got it? Who are those 3? More friends for me? As Genesis honestly enjoying this a little too much, then slashed his arm and tossed the lightning were a mere baseball.
That boy loved
Its
it.
speed unbelievable, but Vegito would still be sure he would escape. Sure, of course, until at his feet, strange glowing black and green vines would come out of Genesis's flesh and wrap tight around his ankles. No! His final word just being a scream of fear before his whole face would ultimately be lit up. And by the looks of it, none of his so-called Army of the Dead were successful in covering nor protecting anyone.
Oh my god. Yeah, I figured. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
why would they be? As when dealing with the power of literal prime Zeus, absolutely nothing would stop its warpath. As
Yeah.
Akuma, Kratos, Asura, and of course Vegito would all be completely eradicated. Just non-existent bottom halves, after a violent flash of yellow, would rip through them all.
Them motherfuckers are not gonna help you, bro. Like, cause like, look at your power level, and look at they power. Like, yeah.
While all lined up and frozen in place like at a
Boy, need
shooting.
some upgrades, man.
Indeed, in the aftermath, only a bottom half would be left seen of Vegito, when the lightning would finally be finished with its sweep. But though Vegito, of course, wouldn't be making any noises himself, his injuries would, as from that sawn-off half, material would begin bubbling before... Of course, the God Killer would be back, regenerated and still alive, but just looking at the ground forlorn, at a complete loss now for what he could possibly...
Man, bro, that's actually mad cool, bro. I be low-key underestimating that ability, bro. That joint is actually mad cool, man. Man really can just come back like that, fool.
We do.
And it's not like no Piccolo shit where it actually takes time, plus you lose the energy. I mean, you probably losing energy and shit, but not as much as...
This strange creature. He's making a mockery of me. That power he has. How could it be wielded by him so freely? If this is what Zeus's slaves have, what does that old man have up his sleeve? But as
much.
Vegito would ponder, Genesis would butt in.
I'm still trying to know what that
Wow,
Titan is,
that
bro.
regeneration of yours
Who is
isn't bad.
Titan?
It's not as good as Piccolo's, but it gets the job done. Do you get that same Zenkai boost
No.
the other Veggie-chan got? Something tells me you don't.
Yeah, he don't.
Oh,
Hey, long that commercials, man.
show you a Zenkai boost! But mentioning and comparing his now rival OV would only garner one reaction. One of rage, as Ultra Vegito would come soaring forward again.
Oh no, so that's your Goku button. I'll remember that.
But this time Genesis would not run, preparing himself for some much needed close combat.
How the fuck does he even know that? Arch, what the fuck, bro? I ain't gonna lie, bro. How the fuck would he even know that, fool? I mean, I guess they could have did background, but I don't know, man. What the fuck is Genesis, bro? Like, what the fuck he be doing in his spare time, bro? He be stalking us, bro? Nah, fam. Mans be stalking. Cause how would he know that, bro?
The two immediately then finding themselves deadlocked, hand to
Like, it be the small things that I peep, bro. And it be throwing me off. Like, how did he know that, bro?
hand, Vegito grimacing while Genesis would smile, with the bold-headed fighter
How the
saying,
fuck you know about the
This
Goku
is
button,
your big
bro?
plan? Surely, you don't think you can outmuscle me, Veggie-chan? Have you seen my body? Or should I say, have you seen Prime Zeus's?
As on saying this, Genesis would recoat himself in that ominous yellow lightning again, creating a powerful aura that would multiply his energy far more than any Super Saiyan transformation. And in that moment, Vegito would crumple below, and it would be clear Genesis would have the upper hand now. But the odd thing would be, even while being overpowered, Vegito would now remove his gritted teeth
What is he doing now, bro?
letting out, "That's it. Get stronger, slave of Zeus. You seem to forget. Zeus's other slave is part of me now. And if you get stronger, then so will I."
King! Show this clown what vulgar blood can...
Oh my fucking god. Like, what is that, bro? Is he gonna transform, bro? That's actually sick, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm still kind of iffy about that Genesis talking about the Goku button. Like, how you know that, man? Nah.
King! As taken by surprise, for the first time now, the God Killer would make use of King's powers. The supposed ability to get stronger at will at any moment, as long as the need was strong enough. And after a brief cackle to himself, closing his eyes, trying to find his inner will to seek more power.
Whoa.
Bursting his eyes open, he would reveal the same Wolfgar eyes King had. The God Killer would no longer be a Saiyan, but now part of the original blueprint Zeus had in mind. His power in that moment exploding, skyrocketing to new heights as just as King before him. Ultra Vegito would showcase a broken ability of his own to ascend on command.
You can do that too now? Wait, what are you doing, Vegito?
As taken by surprise, Genesis would notice his grip weakening.
This nigga,
Instead,
bro.
Vegito's position getting stronger.
Vegito, you know how much I hate flying.
As literally using raw strength and power, the
Who the
God
fuck
Killer
know
would
that?
begin lifting the hulking man up into the air by just his hands and forearms.
I think every time I seen you, you was flying or floating.
Ultimately then tossing him with speed upwards, Genesis' body now sent into an uncontrollable spin as a result.
I think I shouldn't have pressed that Omni Vegito button on second thought.
As sweating and visibly unnerved, Genesis would look down anticipating already. Far worse was yet to come.
No, you shouldn't have, clown.
As staring like a beast with those primal Wolfgar eyes, the God Killer would then summon from his third eye, his Infinity Eye, an obnoxiously compacted ball of pure energy until... Shooting with everything he had, he would aim to finally do the damage he so wished to achieve on this impossible-to-defeat foe. Blasting up in a flash like a pinpointed heat-seeking missile.
Oh,
5 years ago, I was really struggling on the mini tours. People might say there's no way.
no!
Genesis only left with one regretful line before the Devil Beam laser would connect, and with it, erupt on the ceiling of Genesis's own internal organs. A humongous, monstrous explosion, made even more impactful and menacing by the enclosed space.
I'm not done yet. Your suffering has only just begun.
As suddenly enthused with his new power boost. Indeed, the assault would be continuing when in both of Vegito's hands, even more energy would be generating fast. As like a Gatling gun, in the very next panel, the God Killer would spew a truly uncountable and near endless spray of energy beams, straight into that same ceiling Genesis had just been blasted into. The beam surprisingly going on for a full 10 minutes initially. This was longer than any spray in history, with even Vegeta's own energy barrage failing in comparison.
Stronger than Vegito?
But like the God Killer was truly possessed,
Vegeta's
when it would
shit
reach the
was crazy,
20-whole
bro.
minute mark of non-stop energy blast after energy blast, at that point, something
nigga went
strange would be
ballistic.
afoot. But alas, eventually, all things would have to come to an end, and Vegito's endless energy blast would be one of them. As left
Typical
behind
Dragon
now,
Ball
would be a
Z,
completely
not there.
different landscape of Genesis'
Above you,
internals.
behind you,
Pitch black,
under the
as
ground.
darkest and largest of smoke plumes, would now cover absolutely everything and anything. And meanwhile, after such a barrage, with the smoke even
That's
reaching
crazy.
him, the God Killer would involuntarily fall to
Hey, bro, that's some whole shit, bro. They be doing all of that blasting, bro. They don't be getting nothing done, fool. Like, I want to see somebody get hit with that shit for once, bro. Like, I just want to see somebody get Swiss cheese or, like, melted or some shit with that motherfucker. That thing never works.
his knees in exhaustion. As breathing heavily and sweating profusely, he would let out, King, you never mentioned this drawback, did you? Figures. My power may be able to increase at will like this, but the total energy limits my body has to expend remains the same. These attacks are stronger, but they leave me way more tired than usual. I have to be careful how much I use this. If only that damn android infinite energy still functioned, that it could still keep up with my power level these days. Oh well.
You're an android as well. Are there no limits to how cool you are, Vegito?
But through the darkness of smoke, though nothing could be seen, a voice would be heard. Continuing then from behind,
All this smoke though, what have you done to me? Things haven't been this bad in here since my youth. Back when I smoked a pack of cigs a day. Terrible habit.
and on hearing this, Vegito's voice would begin breaking. Slowly, cautiously, turning his head back around, only to see...
Hey, bro, chill out, fam. Oh, shit. My fault, yeah. I thought his hair was fucking yellow.
Cautiously, turning his head back around, only to see...
For God's sake! Yep, one nasty habit. But since the smoke's already here, I may as well. When in Rome, as they say on your planet, right?
As in quite possibly the biggest troll Genesis would pull off so far this time. After all that extended time, Vegito
What is
was
that?
exhausting his energy into what he thought was Genesis. The pitch black figure would just stand enjoying a cig, adding to the smoke around.
Ain't no way this nigga smoking this.
This is just one big joke to you, isn't it?
Yes.
Infuriating the God Killer as now clamping down his mouth
It's-
and grinding
it's
his teeth together
Genesis.
so hard they would start to wear down.
Everything's a joke.
Vegito would be out of options. As if the nicotine was taking effect, a stoic Genesis would just respond,
Relax, Veggie-chan. Seems you need to roll up one more than me, friend. Did I not tell you already? Just quit. You cannot beat me. Not this version of me
Bro.
in here, at least. I'm not even sure I'm real in here. This is a wasted effort.
Wasted, you say? And Big Rock
That is kind of true. Can we amplify his strength? If so, man, I don't know how you're gonna get through this.
grudgingly, the God Killer would hear this as his fangs would start to bare, until... You know what? You may not be real, but here, inside of you, definitely is.
Every time I hear that motherfucking demonic ass laugh, fam.
I'll prove it to you. As out of nowhere, showcasing a smirk, the God Killer would talk as if he knew something Genesis did not. Watch closely now. As now slowly bringing up his right hand, a venomous confidence would appear over Vegito as... Recognize this?
That isn't...
As out of nowhere, like our own eyes were deceiving us, yellow lightning would now trickle out of the God Killer's palm, a grin on his face like he knew.
Business checking has always been just checking. Until now, introducing U.S. Bank Business Essentials. Business checking combined with card payment processing. You get no monthly maintenance fee and quick access to the money you've earned. Simplify how you do business. That's the power of us.
When emergency strikes, first responders need their critical technology to move as fast.
This was exactly what we thought this was. Genesis, just looking back mid-smoke, not believing his... until...
Oh shit, man, I had to be paused for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. My fault, y'all.
Yeah, maybe have a closer look. This is the power of Prime Vegito! As creating a huge bolt now of this distinctive yellow lightning, just as Genesis had been doing before. Yeah! Catch this! Completely emulating the Zeus lightning throw Genesis had done earlier, the God Killer, like he had the Sharingan, would toss it perfectly in the same maneuver.
No way! It's real! This is Prime Zeus's! Oh!
As immediately caught in the flash, dropping his cigarette simultaneously. For once, Genesis would be stunned for real. The most unexpected attack being sent at him, being the exact same one he prided himself on.
This is unbelievable! I need to stop this, but...
The panicked Genesis, like an instinctive reaction, pulling both arms and hands up. But it would be clear, even he didn't have confidence. No doubt about it! As to his credit, when the God Killer's unbelievable yellow lightning would strike, Genesis momentarily would actually stop it, but not for long as...
Vegito!
Bursting and breaking free, it really would be true. Nothing would be stopping the lightning of Prime Zeus, shredding past and through Genesis as hard as he would push back until... Perhaps by luck, or perhaps something Genesis did, the lightning would burst, but not before knocking back the pitch-black fighter like a ragdoll, his body sent rolling backwards multiple times. Ouch! Until ultimately landing on his skull with a massive thud. It would be an accomplishment to even remain conscious. But conscious Genesis would be, but for the first time, he would appear actually damaged, with burns all over his body, struggling to even get up. He would just tilt his head and let out...
How am I imagining this? What am I missing here? 1 minute you wasted all your energy, hitting nothing. The next, you have this in your arsenal.
But a never-before-seen happier God Killer would at this point explain... You really thought I was just blasting all that time for fun, didn't you? Like some idiot who couldn't figure out you'd escaped long before I even sent out that first blast. Maybe you pretending I was that dumb was your idea of fun. But like Zeus told you, Genesis, not everything is a joke. Play too much, and it allows for you to be played. Now take a look behind me, you silly clown.
What? When did you do that? Why is it working?
Play too much, and it allows for you to be played.
Yeah.
Now take a look behind me, you silly
Yeah, that boy Vegito learned something finally, bro.
clown.
What? When did you do that?
Oh,
Why is
shit.
it working?
As behind Vegito, the Saiyan tail he had would be gone completely.
Oh, that boy's
and now
soaking
replaced
up
immediately with a
everything.
full-on
Hey,
sail tail,
yo.
just like the original android. But now, instead of having to deal with that impenetrable black skin of Genesis, it would punch her right into the most vulnerable
How the
part,
fuck he
his
still won't-
literal flesh.
How the fuck he still don't get out of Zeus changed though, bro? If he's in his body, that's still. I'm pretty sure, cause I don't know.
20 minutes I had to absorb what you had, and look where all your fun and games got you. Genesis, it's over. It's over for you and all these elder gods.
Nah.
Zeus-sama, I'm sorry. I didn't mean this.
Oh my.
As in a
Oh, brother.
final shock panel, it would seem against all odds, Ultra Vegito had been the one to defeat Genesis, gaining the power of Zeus Prime in the process, and definitively now was the strongest Vegito there ever was.
Nah.
Well, that was it for today's video, guys, and if you made it this far...
That shit was ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. How? Yo, bro. And this is a fucking clone, bro. Mind you, this is a fucking clone. Alright, y'all. Let me know what else y'all want me to react to. Like, comment, subscribe.